What up, folks? It's your boy Trails, and we back with another one. And we got Janet Jackson in the news with, Kamala Harris. So now, the thing she said, I'm sure you know what she said. If not, she pretty much came out and said she didn't know that Kamala Harris was black. She thought her father was white. Now, there's an article that just came out a bit ago about her having an apology for it, but there's another article here. Oh, Janet Jackson didn't authorize apology for comments about Kamala Harris' race, reps say. After stirring controversy with her remarks about Vice President Kamala Harris, Janet Jackson is walking back an apology made on her behalf, because she never made it. Jackson commented on the Democratic presidential nominee's biracial identity during an interview with The Guardian published Saturday. When asked about the prospect of the United States having its first black female president, Jackson cast doubt of Harris' blackness, and she had good intention to do. Well, you know what they supposedly said. Jackson says she's not black. That's what I heard. She's Indian. She added, I was told that they discovered her father was white. Harris is sworn to Shyamala Goplan and Donald Harris. Goplan, who died in 2009 at the age of 70, was a breast cancer researcher from India. Donald Harris is a Jamaican economic advisor who immigrated to the U.S. to complete a doctorate degree at the University of California, Berkeley, where he met Goplan. So he's an immigrant. He's not a black American. When we say black, we mean black American. Jackson's comments on Harris' race echo those of former President Donald Trump during the July appearance at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention. The Republican presidential nominee said he didn't know Harris was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black. Is she Indian or is she black? Because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she went and became a black person, Trump said at this time. Shortly after the publication of Jackson's comments, an apology was issued on the singer's behalf to BuzzFeed by Mo El-Masri, the Egyptian filmmaker, who has allegedly worked as a creative consultant for Jackson. El-Masri, who claimed to be Jackson's manager, reportedly told the outlet that the pop icon's remarks on Harris' racial identity were based on misinformation. Jackson, current manager, is her brother Randy Jackson. Representatives for Jackson confirmed to USA Today on Sunday El-Masri was not authorized to make the statement to BuzzFeed, the singer's rep added, nor has he ever worked on Jackson's team. USA Today has reached out to Randy Jackson for comment. El-Masri, as listed as an executive producer on the upcoming TV documentary series Janet Jackson, Family First, which is currently in production, according to El-Masri's IMDb page. Janet Jackson sparks blah, blah, blah. Jackson's comments on Harris' race swiftly drew backlash on social media. The Jackson thing really illustrates how damaging disinformation is. SJS 856, who's probably not even black, by the way, wrote on X, if you could look at Kamala Harris with a straight face and think she has a white parent, I don't know what to say. Technically, her dad is mixed with white, Irish, by the way, so, yeah. Apparently Janet Jackson lives under a rock, Forever Dust Fro, who's probably not black either. Alongside an unrelated video clip of Harris said, okay, so there's some education that needs to be done, I can see that. Alright, let's go ahead and see what she gotta say. Okay, so there's some education that needs to be done. I can see that. That's it. That was it. This whole Janet Jackson thing just goes to show you how out of touch some celebrities are. LJ lawyer wrote, I've always loved her, but repeating lies, shaking my head. If you don't know about a subject, then don't speak on it, especially with your platform. Educate yourself, please. Okay, well, there you go. We got Jenna Jackson. So, now my thoughts on this whole situation, this whole article, everything is Kamala Harris is not black. Now, when we say black, we mean black descendants. American descendants of slavery. She's by in no way, shape, or form that. Now, she could be black via part of her DNA from her father's Jamaican heritage. Now, okay, now if you want to go out on a loop and say African descent, then yeah, but as far as black, no. Now let's go ahead and see what the comments got to say about this. Our people should just vote on with their knowledge of what the candidate represents and not what the likes of Taylor's or Janet's of words say, of the world say. I'm starting to respect Jenna Jackson more and more every time I read another article about her. And I agree. Who listens to a husband anyway? Uh-oh. Why does... Okay, I thought it was going to be long. Why does this remind me of the days when there were quadroon and octoroon were legal words describing the limited rights of people who had African lineage? How old is this guy? And the people criticizing a brother for wanting to become white. Why would Jenna Jackson want to return to those days? Another weirdo who has nothing to do with it, who's not even black. Whether she's black or not has nothing to do with her ability to be Madam President of the United States. Janet needs to check Latoya and Michael. Those two Jacksons have had a problem with being black. Both bleached their skin to look white, and they both were good and black. Bang, it makes sense. Keep your negative comments and opinions to yourself. Who cares what race she is? She's human. So disappear from the public again, please. Jenna Jackson, who? Take a seat, lady. Oh, these people, oh, she's back. Is this the same one? Please tell me what the heck does a race have to do with her ability to run this country? We have nothing good to say. Just be quiet. Darn. A lot of y'all have diarrhea in the mouth. Just don't say anything. Who cares? I sure don't. Harris isn't black, so get over it. She's Indian and Jamaican. I don't know if Jamaican is considered black or not, but who cares anyways? Yeah, it's not. It is not. Please tell me what the heck does a race have to do with her ability to run this country? Well, what does her coming out saying she's black got to do with her running for president? I mean, if it only wasn't being used for brownie points. Nobody else made her come out here and say she's black. She did that. So if she came out here claiming to do it, we could scrutinize her for it. Now, if someone who wasn't white was running around saying they're white people would be checking them. So us as black folks have a right to check folks that ain't black. And if you're not black, we don't care whether you like it or not, because you don't have the power or the say-so, and you don't get to control what black is. We do. So, we don't care. Now, Jenna Jackson is the racist. Exactly. All anyone has to do is look at her family photos. Jeez, look, people. Ignorance can be cured if you read. Do we need another birthday? So basically, she has admitted her ignorance doesn't warrant an apology. Okay, got it. She would rather look like a moron. Good to know. Her brother Michael Jackson wasn't black either. Janet needs to apologize since she was making statements she had no knowledge of. And yeah, we'll say you in this situation. Do you disagree? Is Kamala Harris black? Or do you agree with me like, yeah, bruh, stop the cap. She's not black. And I don't see why she has to protest to be black. All of a sudden, they're in election time. If she wasn't using that as a manipulation tool to garner more votes. Now, what say you? So yeah, I think she's wrong already doing that. So, yeah. That'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll be back later with more. I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on with this Janet Kamala situation and where I stand. And I stand with Janet.